Hello everyone and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt and today we have a veritable list of things to do today. See? List. You may have just seen nothing at all, I don't know. Okay, so, glass. First problem. We got it, we need it. You love it. So we're just going to chuck speed modules wildly in here and that actually fixes the glass problem. Copper, while it's doing fine, it could be doing better with more productivity things rather than speed. Now of course that will slow it down, but that's okay, because then let's chuck some speed in there. Oh wait, I've literally got a blueprint for this. Why don't I use the blueprint? Okay, so yeah, we've got a bunch of things I'd love to take care of early today, and we will be taking care of them, but first we just need to get some other things sorted out, because I would love to make these things just a little bit more efficient, because right now they're not great. If it spits out a little bit more copper, that's just only for the best. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Okay. So it looks like it is consuming the copper at a better pace now, which is good. And this, probably need to actually speed them up in the corners here as well. Oops. I love it when you just move something and just the entire base just sort of starts freaking out. Usually it's okay when you can see where it freaked out, but you gotta watch out for that. Okay, so that means copper's gonna be a little bit more efficient. And we probably need to do the same thing down here as well, just to keep the copper levels at an efficient pace. Take the speed out, and just put productivities in. And then of course chuck some of these down just to make sure things don't slow down with all these productivity modules in there. Make sure it's got power. And generally this should allow for better times. Probably could even go with an upgrade of these. Alright, good. Now that's literally the first thing out of... I've got like 10 things on the list to fix today. It's a bit crazy. But anyway, really the trick is to make blue science. So right now we've got titanium issues, where we ran out of chlorine. I've done a lot of scouting today, so a big shopping list of things to be fixed. But that's good. That means less time wasted running around fixing things that are unimportant. However, I also didn't label them as what's more important than the others, so maybe we've made a mistake there. Missed a trick there. What we do need is more zinc. I thought we'd fixed it, but I zinc not. Okay, that's nickel. Zinc is up here. Yes. So we are producing these things faster, and that's good. Problem is, alien artifacts have long been automated. I need to improve them today. But they are automated, yes. They're just a bit slow, that's all. Okay, so I don't really want to get in the position of making a specialized zinc refiner. So this will have to do for now, and it should do the job. Okay, good. More zinc is done. Chlorine to titanium. Okay, let's go back to that. And when we get there, well, actually, now that we're here at Titanium Land, we can fix titanium a little bit as well. I love these ore refineries are never actually being taxed properly. Okay, look, you know, I don't know if that's really going to help enough, but it should help a decent amount. Yeah, alien artifacts, since you asked, Kiwi Hawk, more or less down here. No, this is not my first rodeo. I am well aware of alien artifacts. We've run out of oranges, which is why I know it needs to be sped up, because we were working on getting the ejection shields done first. Because I figured, you know what, that's going to be something that needs to be done. Now, I was going to steal these, and I wrote chlorine to titanium, and I don't remember where I was going to steal. I do remember where I was going to steal it from. Yeah, no, it did catch me out the first time, definitely. But not this time. Interesting, it looks like it's already got chlorine there. Just this chlorine's just being burnt away for no real gain, which is absolutely wonderful. Yeah, no, I already well prepared for the crisis that was going to befall me on that one. And we'll put a pump in there as well, just to try and get that chlorine somewhere useful a lot faster. So, shouldn't be burning any chlorine anymore. No, we still are. Great. And that way. So that means all this chlorine should be going down here. We are going to have some power issues for a little while. But that'll be resolved shortly. Okay, more zinc. Improve basic... No, I don't care. Improve purple and tungsten improve. Fertilizer for bacteria. Okay, that's actually something I can fix right now. I'll bring my book up so I don't have my head just right in the camera. I'm not used to having a camera. This is new to me. So, you know, I don't think I've got a bald spot, but hey, I'm sure someone will make fun of me if I do. That's not true. My wife would have made fun of me if that was the case. Okay. So, she heard me say my wife and she's perked up her ears now. Indeed, that is quite right. You got me. Okay, so bacteria has collapsed because fertilizers have collapsed. Fertilizers collapsed because these are hungry. Now, I was playing around with a couple of things and I was doing bypassing and hoping that worked, but then I realized these can just be speed modules. If these are speed modules, I mean, that'll do the job far better. And quite frankly, these aren't really needed anymore. I could probably improve these with these bad boys and it'll do the same job except better. So we probably don't need to worry about that, but anyway, with this extra brown algae, maybe even speed it up just a tad. Just do something like that. Just fire the drones. I don't really care what they're upgrading, I just know they're upgrading, and that's what really matters. Look, that's looking better. Things are coming through faster, and that should also mean, by extension, I mean, yes, making more of those, but I don't really care too much. At some point it'll catch up. You know, I don't think it will. Okay. So we're going to do this instead. Do a bypass. Maybe another composter would be good too. Let's see how that would hurt. And possibly a fast stack inserter. Okay, I think that's probably fine. And that'll make more fertilizer, which will make more of my delicious bacterias. It's not usually a phrase you use for bacterias, but hey, here we are. Okay, so remembering not to... Making sure there wasn't some incriminating evidence on the front of this book. Or the back. Let's see, tungsten improve. I don't know if I've properly improved tungsten. I'm not standing on the tracks, that's good. Improve basic electrics for blue circuits. Okay, that's probably something that needs to be done now. I didn't want to do it, but we could also improve power. But I don't want to. But of course, power is going to be a constant problem. Oh yeah, so I should have improved my UPS because I've installed Bottleneck Light, and I've heard that works a little faster. It does seem like it's working a bit faster, but that's just where we're at with this. Now we do need to get more silicon ingots because these grinding stones are coming through too slowly. And we will make corrections there later. That's probably next on the... I was going to say chopping block, but it's quite the reverse of a chopping block, isn't it? Okay. Titanium should be improving. We'll look at that later, though. Your problem. Oh. That's probably one of those things I was talking about for an improvement. Okay, so what we probably need to do before anything else really happens is load this up. Or rather, it would be better actually to do it this way. So we will still have that one as the main pickup point, but we will change the way it works. Okay. That means these continue going, because I mean, there's no reason why we should stop purple science. We're going to need a lot of it. But that's not why we're here today. I believe Big Blue needs some work. Now, titanium is certainly not helping the situation. But yeah, see, the problem is basic components, we're not getting enough of them. Now, part of that could be because it's on a very slow belt, and we can improve that. But that's not going to be the end of the project. Gosh, how far are we sending these things? How do I build a factory like this? Seriously. And what is the problem here? Well, carbon, it would seem. Interesting. Can we improve carbon? Probably. Bet you we can. I mean, we should have near infinite amounts of charcoal. Yeah, charcoal's not coming through enough. Why do I say things like near infinite when it's not true? This makes me a liar. Now this belt comes from a very long distance. Okay. I think I see where we have to improve it. I don't know if I've got enough blue belts for this. Quite this upgrade, but yeah, it shouldn't. The drones do a weird thing where they sort of stop upgrading things after a while. They just go, you know what, we did our part. Now that should allow for faster charcoal coming down, or charks, as of course we all call it, as is the official name. Oh sure, now they want to work. Suspicious. Only after I call them out do they work properly. We are out of blue belts. That's okay, we can work on that, improving that in a moment. Let's just keep this going. And then if we need to improve the speed of charcoal, we can do that as well. That's not really a big deal. Okay, let's get a resupply. Resupply, please! Some things are going to come to steal all this sand I said I didn't want. And how are we going for power right now? Power is going okay. That's nice. Titanium is better than it was, but could still be improved. Like it doesn't dump these fast enough. Okay, we can fix that in a moment. Okay, so let's get the charcoal going through fast enough. Power source, we are using deuterium reactors and... I could just show you, couldn't I? We're using deuterium reactors, heat exchanger 2s, and steam turbine 2s. I never got around to upgrading it to 3s because I thought it would just cost more than it was really worth my time and investments. Okay. So getting those all up to a better speed. I imagine it's just waiting for... So the construction bots are dealing with that. Okay, titanium. Well, we're not too far away from it, so we might as well fix that now. I got lost. Okay, we're good. Now, I think the problem there is I don't think we're using fast enough stack inserters, and... I mean, we're not even using stack inserters. How pedestrian. What we're going to do is going to just bust these down, and we're going to put in fancy new things. Now these are also wanting just regular fast inserters, which is a bit pathetic, because stack inserters are clearly the future. What do you mean the future? It is the long since past now. And these are also just taking regular things, so that's not good enough. Come on, at least fast inserters. And of course that's going to mean that it's traveling too slowly, but that's alright, easy fix. And already I imagine titanium is improving. That's certainly the hope. And those bots just decided, you know what, we need to be up there right now. Okay, so are we getting through this at a faster pace? Yes, we are. Is it fast enough, though? Probably not, and I think the problem is the stack inserters are still not fast enough, so let's just really get them going. And likewise, these probably need to be faster as well. At least stack inserters. I don't know if they need to be express stack inserters. That's probably not as important. More important that they just run faster. Oh, we don't have any purples left. Okay, well, I'm sure it'll figure itself out. Hey, Solburn, how you doing? I know, I'm scared about titanium as well. There's so much of it. Alright. Nice to meet you too. I mean, whatever that counts as. Okay, so silicon. Now, silicon needs to go more. Just more silicon is required. Now, I was actually thinking before, I did some work of what actually the silicon ore was going for, and it was actually helping. So, it is a... Hang on, let me grab it. It's actually neither. It's a duck. The duck's name is Sir Quackington III. I don't know why. It's plush. It's soft. Super soft. It's super soft too. Anyway, let's put it back. Oh gosh, he does not balance well. Especially not after you've been hitting him. Ah! Yeah, he's a bit front heavy. And he's a little too far away as well. There's nothing down there except death, my good sir. Sir Quackington. All right. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I like it. It's really soft. And I thought, you know what? I went through. I was like at a store. It was like a Asian variety store. I don't know if you have those in other countries that are like non-Asian. It's like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a lot of cheaper products, and they just like everything you can find there. And me and a friend found these ducks, and there was a really big one, and there was this one which was a smaller one, would you believe? Yeah, like Daiso. Well, okay, Daiso is like a chain store. Imagine like Daiso except not branded and kinda cheaper. That's what I'm talking about. Like just the products are just more dubious quality. We do have Daiso and in Auckland, and I love the place. It's so great. I miss it actually. We have Miniso as well. Miniso is opening up in our country as well. They sell some weird stuff, I think. Like, the one that makes me laugh is they've got these, it's like I don't know how to describe it, these vinyl toys, I guess, and you collect them, but I don't know who would collect them because they all look kind of crappy. Cemented glass takes silicon powder rather than ore. Oh, okay. But yeah, no, we do have those stores as well. Hopefully that'll slow that all down. See, the main glass mixer takes silicon. Oh, okay. Well, that's just one more step. It's not really a big deal. Okay, so hopefully this will put more silicon out. We may need to speed... Oh! Purified water is slow. And these are hydroplant 1s. I was looking at this. I forgot about this. These need to be hydroplant 3s. And we'll probably need more water coming through to them. So let's blow a hole and anger Machine God. The Omnisire is angered. Okay, so that should make more purified water, in theory. Yeah, it does look like it's going up, so that's good. Okay. One must take care not to anger the Machine God, yet despite that I anger the Machine God on a daily basis. Or the Emperor and all that. Okay, so let's just speed these up because that seems to be a problem. Can the saline water clarify keep up? Seems to be. Good question though. Doesn't seem like anything's backing up in any way. Yeah, and that's actually counting up afterwards. So yeah, the saline water clarifier is just fine. Good question though, thank you. These are building up. That would probably be better if it was powered. Yeah, that should be producing more silicon. And maybe we'll just take a repair pack, because I imagine there's a few things around the base that the Machine Gods are unhappy with. How come I have a camera? Well, I don't know. I was thinking, I've actually had the camera for ages, and I thought, well, so this desk behind me, I am not the most tidy person in the world, and it was covered in clothes. And so I thought, well, you know what? I want to try the camera thing. I think people appreciate that. I think it gives a little bit of more audience engagement. A friend was saying he'd like it more that if when I was hit by a train, I looked sad about it, not just sounded sad about it. So I spent some time tidying up my clothes. Because, look, let's be honest, it's something I should have done anyway. Yeah, soul burn. I know you got soul burn, but come on, you don't need to do the actual burns as well, mate. I get, they're totally fine. But yeah, so... I mean, yeah, actually that's a valid point. I mean, don't look outside of what the camera, like, just outside the camera is not great. But that's okay, you can't see that. So, shut up, friggin' train! Yeah, so that's why we've got that all sorted out now. So, you know, and people do seem to be appreciating it more. Oh, I'm not sure that it works well. I mean, it does the job, I suppose. But yeah, I just thought people would like the camera as well, and yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. And as I said, people do seem to be reacting rather positively to it. I don't know why. No, that's fine. I think people just enjoy being able to actually see who's playing. And I was looking around on Twitch and everyone's got cameras going. I thought, well, okay, clearly these people know something I don't, so I'd give it a go. And yeah, that's why we got a camera. Long story short, I know. Okay, so that appears to be backing up these, which is good, because just... Okay. I don't know why the bots don't immediately launch themselves constantly, but... we may be almost at the point where we need to get more speed. Okay, these are constantly going. That is very nice. I'm very pleased about that. The only issue might be... Oh wait, no, we still do have issues with... Oh, jeez. Okay, well, you gotta not make that happen. That's important. So I wonder if we might actually... Just chucking some of these down might actually help a little bit as well. Because if we can get more of these coming out, it does make more blue circuits. And more blue circuits would only be good. Okay, speaking of blue circuits, how's blue science? I know it's not quite the same thing, but you know, you can see the connection in my head, blue and blue. It's the same color. That's alright, I can identify two different colors. It's the same color, what? Never mind. Okay. So now that I've confirmed that I can identify the same color and think it's two separate colors. It appears more copper may be in order. Yeah, that's a common phrase around here, it seems. Looks like we are getting enough copper. It turns out that extra productivity really does help. What we could do is, okay, what's slowing our science down? That's probably a good question to ask now. It is still these things, so it is still these glassy looking things. What are they called? Femto laser foci. Okay, laser foci. What I could do, and what may be an absolute disaster waiting to happen, is I ran out of belts immediately. Just like I put one down, because I probably replaced it with the other one, so it's like, put the belt down. I like this little lake. What's up with this lake? I like it. Does nothing, but I like it. While we're here, we probably want to grab the stuff needed for the next part of science. No, not science, power. Because power does seem to be rather flaky at the moment. Like, these spikes just really kill power. So, I think we've got some deuterium... These boys. Yep, we did. We don't really want any more of them. Let's get rid of these so we can hope for something in life that is useful. I don't know if we need many washing plants anymore. Don't need 30 of them. Keeping 10 around is always a good idea though. Ditch those. Don't need those. Don't need lime. Just carrying around lime, as you do. And so now it's making deuterium again, which is nice. We're happy about that. Now we want some of these, and we probably want some of these. We want some of these, and probably some heat pipe 3s, which, yeah, close enough. Yeah, okay, that seems good. So let's continue working on blue science, and then let's go fix power. One thing at a time. I can never stick to that rule, but let's just at least let's just believe me for a moment. I got distracted there. I heard the fart sounds, and I was like, "What the hell's going on there?" And immediately I was running the wrong way. So you know, one thing at a time, including running in the right direction. Where the hell are we? Okay, yes, good. Well, we're actually going to pass by the power base now, but one thing at a time. Do the blue sciencey things and then fix power. I mean, as you go further to this side, it's tidy. This side is an absolute chaos mess. But this side, it's almost tidy. This, over here is very tidy. And over here is not bad. But there is the absolute chaos mess. In the early game, I used to call there was an area called the Rat's Nest, which is where I started. The Rat's Nest has just become the Chaos Nest now. I don't know why this is a new name. I haven't had this name before, but it's just started and I think I like it. So my plan is, if I do this, I don't even know if I need to do it with a second line. If I do this, then this should be grabbing power pretty effectively. Don't know if we can or want to speed this up. I swapped one of the inserters? Did I? I don't think so. No, they all seem good. In the middle. Oh, like over here? No? No, everything looks good. But thank you for keeping an eye out all the same. Now let's just upgrade some of these to... Power is getting low, you're right. Thank you for the reminder. Should fix power one day. And that day is today! Okay, so that should immediately be producing more power. Where are you going? Oh, it's a damaged pipe up there. I wonder how that got damaged. Maybe a worm got it. Okay, so we need to produce about 5.8 gigawatts of power. That's a lot of gigawatts. Now, what I'd like to do is bring that down, and that one to come down sort of an almost similar manner. Now I'm liking these for some reason, and I'm going to continue doing these. I'm liking these aside from the power poles. Can I just erase power poles? Oh, I didn't know I could do that. I just clicked it on a whim, and oh my gosh. Okay. I just clicked on a whim, like maybe it'll work. And it did, and it blew my mind. I mean, you saw that. Everyone saw the blowing of mine just happened there, so that was cool. Okay. So if we get rid of these... That's what you have the cameras for, the blowing of the mines. Yeah, I mean, I never really thought about it, but it's one of those things that if you played this game a bit, you'd be like, of course they've got this quality of life improvement. Why wouldn't they have this quality of life improvement? So, you know. Now, these, of course, need water. That's actually probably a critical part of this. So, time to anger the machine god once more. Ow! It didn't anger the machine god, it angered me. I am not the machine god. Because to say so would be heretical. Okay, and with that, this should be reducing. How much we got? 5.4, 5.5? 5.6? We got 5.8? No, 5.6 might be the best we get for now. Okay, so real quick, how are we doing for heat? Yeah, exactly. You should always expect the game's got your back, because it always does. Okay, so we might do one more of these. I don't know if we've got the heat exchangers for it. We don't. I didn't expect to. Okay. It's actually like kind of funny. So looking at occasionally Dyson Sphere, you know, it's a game. And I'm just like, oh, I kind of want to try it. And then I was like, it doesn't really have the quality of life features of Factorio. I'm like, I'm out. Okay. Okay, so we're going to need more steam turbines. If they were 2x2? Well, that is true, they would be. So I'd have to sort of do that. Oh, drones. Yeah. You're quite right, that would actually be far better. We did technically waste a deuterium cell there, but it does not matter. We've got so much of it. Oh, nice! Yeah, no, I've got my eye on Dyson Sphere project, is it? But I do... Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I'm not picking it up until it's actually complete, because there's no reason to. Like, it'll still be there, like, when I get to it. And there's no reason to spend the money just yet. And there's already so many games that I gotta play. And if I was going to be playing another game like it, I mean, there's so many games I could play instead. I was trying playing Satisfactory. I wasn't finding that altogether satisfactory. It was fine until I was trying to get a truck to deliver goods. That is true. Well, yeah, true. Everything is infinite except time and UPS. But deuterium, I'm always a little bit worried about if it runs out. That is power, and that'll cause everything to collapse. And I don't want to start back at the Stone Age of crushing stone for iron. That would be a bad place to be in my life. Now, we should be able to get a couple more of these reactors. Because we've got plenty of black... I don't actually know how many of these we need. So we're just going to take a bunch of them and see how it goes. Yeah, you know, that should be fine. Do we need more heat pipes? Let's take some more heat pipes just to be on the safe side. If we don't need them, we can always throw them back. They're like fish. A little bit worried about what's happening with copper there. So we're going to do the thing we've done in other places where we're going to actually slow everything down, but in the end it'll make things better. Or maybe that was just luck and it just happened that way. I don't know. Alright, take care, Kiwi Hawk. You too, by the way. Oh, lockdowns. Love them. Good old Kiwi lockdown. No one leaves the house or you'll be shot. That's not actually a rule. Thankfully. Oh, lockdown's bad enough without the threat of being shot for no reason. Not quite like an Australian lockdown where everyone's still getting their coffees and their fast foods. No, we do not leave the house. Not allowed. I mean, it's basically briefly allowed, but not much. Okay. Okay, so let's go increase that power. I'm liking the new way I'm doing the deuterium. It's way less haphazard. Chuggity 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 chug. Okay. Then the steam comes in from... We haven't actually got the steam coming from anywhere yet. I guess that's what we're working on now. Okay, and that should be producing more power. Not actually connected to the main grid, is it? Okay, there it goes. Poof. Okay, we're at 6.1 gigawatts, which means we are actually back into a position where we shouldn't have power problems. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that concept. So we can stop doing that for now. I mean, we could do a little bit more. Would that be a good idea? No, not really. I mean, we're already using the deuterium, I suppose. I mean, what harm could a little bit more do, right? I mean, it's mine. Okay, you know what? We are going to do a little bit more. Let's see, what harm could it do, and I don't know. Rather than try to figure it out, I'm just going to not even care. Caution to the wind, and just go with it. So I built enough of those. That's pretty nice, actually. And then like that. Those will heat up the best they can. Put a bit of water through there for now. Make a big hole in the earth. Didn't hurt myself that time. Pretty exciting. Usually I hurt myself. Okay, and then power poles. Power poles. Connect. Connect. Power poles. And we should have increased power by some amount. 6.2 gigawatts. Yeah, okay, so that, we've added about a gigawatt of power now. We probably could add a little bit more if we had the resources for it, but we don't currently. And quite honestly, at 6.2 I don't care too much either. So, blue science. Ooh, actually, why are you not doing great? Running out of copper. Really? I thought we made lots of copper. That's full of copper. Why are you not full of copper? What's your problem, buddy? Oh, probably because you're hungry. A lot of hunger going on, that's the problem. Okay. So... Well, that's not copper, that's lead. Lead is not copper. I know it's a tough sell, it's a tough thing to realize, but lead not equal to copper. We have like a little copper station that we built down here, something. What did I just think about building that? Yeah, a little copper station. What's this guy doing? He's making copper. Would be making more, I think, is the problem. It seems to be okay, just to make more, I think is the issue. Okay, so you You are making a tragic amount of copper. By that I mean, I ain't seen any copper out of you, buddy. So, and also I'm seeing these trains backing up, which is not great. So maybe, hang on, have I missed something? Let's check the book. Oh, we've gone back into lockdown. We went back to lockdown about 4 weeks ago. I am in Auckland region, so we're in level 4 lockdown. Basically, we got one case and the government shut down the whole damn country because they wanted to make sure that Delta variant didn't go nuts. Delta variant then started to go nuts, but because we locked down, it actually got a lot better. Most of the country is now what we consider level 2, which is you can go out, be cautious. But we're still level 4, so we can go out for essential requirements and exercise, and that was it. We had 25 cases throughout all New Zealand. Was 25? About 25 cases all New Zealand, and they're just sort of making sure everything's fine. It is tough, but at the same time, I personally agree with the government. I know a lot of people don't, but it's because of lockdowns. We had like 0 cases for, you know, like half a year last year. So, you know, I don't like the lockdowns, obviously, but I think they are very, very good in the long-term things. Like, we only had to wear masks in public transportation for the longest time because didn't really have any problems. In public transportations, it was more just like, we'll just be a little bit on the cautious side. So, yeah, that's where New Zealand's at the moment. But it's okay. So I've just been working from home. My wife's been working alongside me. A board game table has become our work table. Yeah, and so thankfully we've both got jobs that we can work from home, so that's, you know, a blessing, I suppose. But yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, and... Oh, look, I'm the same. I would much rather prefer working at the office, but right now I literally they do not give us the choice. It's like, you're not working from home. That's really all it comes down to it right now. I mean, sorry, you're not working from the office, and you do not get a choice in that matter. It's just what it is. And, you know, sure, it sucks, but the alternative in my mind is worse. Can we get a little more water out of this? Probably. Should have enough pumping water as well. Yeah, I really care about heat right now. Thanks, guys. Yeah, we've got enough water being pumped. That's fine. Oh, some alien artifacts. Some orange ones, too. Oh, boy. And I hear a worm being angry elsewhere. I don't really care about your anger, worms. Okay, so that should be producing more of damn near everything, which is good. Speed this up. Bring the spiders in because I think we need more filters. Or maybe we don't. No, it might be actually okay. Well, the spiders are coming in anyway. And it looks like the mineral sludge here is maxed out. So that to me means we need to make another insert position. Oh yeah, I was playing around with something actually that I thought was quite funny. And I will be doing it again because I thought it was funny, and if I think something's funny, then you know I'm going to do it. Because that's kind of how I live my life. Okay. So that means that should be pumping this to be fuller. Now, we're putting this here, but we're not going to leave it there. We're just going to do this. And we're going to be like, hey, if mineral sludge is ever less than 1,000, then turn on. So that way, this tank stays pretty full. And this tank's probably going to be fuller than ever because we've got more sludge coming into it. I mean, another way I could do is try to have these ones equal, which would use, like, bring in that number and then compare it with that, and then if it's more, put it through that way. Okay, so we are still having a lack of purified water. I did just see something pause for a second, which doesn't make me super optimistic about the future. We'll see. I just want to have these running like constantly, as fast as they bloody can. I don't know if I've got the filters for that, but we'll give it a go anyway. And I expect at some point very soon minerals will be the problem. We're also running out of places to put more pipes into, so we can always put pipes in below. Okay, so you are running out of water. That's fascinating and not okay. So, where are we going to get more purified water from? How's this going by for purified water, by the way? Going fine. Okay. Now these pumps are going pretty full. Yeah, I was wondering if that was going to be a problem. So that one could probably even stand to help down here. Now they're definitely sorting the sludge out faster. But you know what sorted out faster? Oh yeah, more speed modules. I'm gonna go the back ones rather than the front ones. I just believe that's more useful. And sure enough, purified water is going to become a thing again. That is a common thing I hear around these parts. So what we could do is that, that there, put that there, and then just go boop. That feeds it a lot better. Now I'm really wanting these train numbers to go down. As these train numbers go down, I can put another train in there. Another option would be, of course, here's an option that I had not considered. Do I build pump 3s? Could do. Wouldn't be the stupidest thing I've ever done. But what we do need right now is probably more filters. If these are still filter 1s. Yeah, so can we just get like a bunch of filter 2s? Like just a lot of them. Because more filters would get more work done. Yeah, I don't want those anymore. I want like 60 of these. The faster we get the filters in, the more stuff we get to process. And I really want to have trains backlogged there saying, oh, we've got no destination. Okay. Fill me up with filters, baby. That my wife just shouted no. I'm not even going to ask what's going on there. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm not going to ask questions. I want to ask so many questions. Okay, so we've got quite a few filtration ones. But you know what? We're not going to use filtration ones anymore. I don't think we need to. We'll filter 2s now. I don't know if filter 2s are even made. They're made here. But currently it's saying we only want 20. I disagree. 50. And we're still having problems with cobalt, it would appear. That explains probably why we're not getting as many belts as I'd like. Really, problems with cobalt, it seems strange that we'd still have that problem. Let's see. That's silver. Silver's not a problem, hopefully. Cobalt. Really just iron still being the problem, isn't it? And when we're making cobalt, like, over here, we could. We were certainly attempting it at some point. But the problem is probably lack of mineral sludge, which, hey, we'll get that sorted out real quick. Fast and Light Theory D has got 51%. That's exciting. We probably need to go and see if we can make that a little bit faster very soon. But we'll get the electrolyzers more efficient filtering first. I did bring an extra train with me, so that's annoying. I'm wondering if it might be better to have like this. Just adds a little bit less terror. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's way nicer. Alright, so it is manufacturing things. We are running out of purified water again. I mean, you know, what else do you expect, honestly? I kind of expect it to just be constantly happening these days. And we'll put a pump there as well. So these aren't working right now because this isn't pumping out water fast enough. Oh gosh, we actually... Oh, we're not getting rid of saline fast enough either. Interesting. Oh, there we go. One thing I like about this new version of Bottleneck Light, it does appear to show things at a better distance. Or maybe something else is broken, I don't know. Are my night vision goggles broken? Maybe. I believe this is trying to pick up filter 1s. I think I want to change that. filter 2s, obviously. Filtration 2s, as they're appropriately called. And you can just... Look, I'll take those and then I'll ditch them. Okay, so we are beginning to get to the point that we're running out of slag slurry, which is good. Can we get more slag slurry into this machine somehow? And the answer to that may surprise you, because I think the answer is yeah, we could. I think yeah, we definitely could. So let's do that. Okay, so we're just going to get more slag slurry across. This is an absolute nightmare of pipes now, but that's okay. Because I don't have anything else to say, it's gotta be okay. This is running out of slag slurry, which means more slag slurry would probably be appreciated at this point. And a pump. Okay, so this is the next one that's going to be an issue. Of course, once we do all this, the next problem is of course going to be not enough purified water, but we can fix that in a moment. So more slag slurry is coming in, that is only good for us. Purified water is about to be a problem. I'll change that tone. I think purified water is immediately becoming a problem. That's alright, it's the whole point of this. Yep, now it's purified water is struggling. Awesome! I mean, it's not great, but we kind of expected that, so I guess it is good. I hear some angry worms. I do not care for their anger or their bullshit. And we will copy this and try and find a place where it sort of works. A little bit difficult given the fact that holes are different. We can, you know, make more holes. Okay, and we hook it up to power. Right, now, purified water. That is the issue. Now we should be able to get a couple of places of purified water out on this alone. I think we will also run into a problem with sulfuric wastewater very soon as well if this continues. But and by soon I mean I reckon we're probably already there. We are very close to it. There's pumping out more wastewater, pumping out more purified water. Few more filters would be good, so the spiders have those. Go spiders, can I get some more filters? Thank you, spiders. It's always important to thank your spiders. And we'll just chuck another 200 into there, I think that'll help. I don't think it'll clog up the system too much, or at all, actually. Now I'm noticing this is still very, very full. So what I'm going to do is bring that up to, say, here. more pumps. More pumps have never hurt anyone. You know, aside from the person that was hit in the head by a pump, but that's not my fault. Okay, cool. Now, this is what I was worried about. Sulfuric wastewater is beginning to back up pretty badly. And while we could try and fix it, quite frankly, I don't care anymore, and I would rather clarify it. Yeah. So we're going to put a overflow valve, say, here, and a clarifier. And we're going to do a couple of these. Because quite frankly, if sulfuric wastewater gets out of control, we're going to have some real problems. We're going to do one of these over here too. I think we've actually already done that. In fact, we have already done that. Okay. That's cool. That's just what we needed to make sure of. Purified water, still a problem. Okay. Put a couple of things here to make this faster, hopefully to consume this or create the acid a bit faster. Of course, that's going to require more purified water, so that puts us in the exact same problem, doesn't it? Let me just do something real quick. I think the game's coming through a little bit loud. Is the game coming through a bit loud? It is. I'm just going to turn that down just a bit. Let me know if that's too much, if I've overcompensated there. I don't think I have, but just in case I have. Okay, these trains are filling up a little bit faster, but I don't really know if that's fast enough. I think we're just going to keep playing with this until we make everything real fast. Okie dokie. So we do have a situation where the water is possibly able to be done faster. I do see a couple of these struggling with the sulfuric wastewater, so we'll put another one down. And if mineral sludge starts to back up as well, we can also make that faster. That shouldn't be a problem for a long period of time. Okay, so the next one we want to work on is probably this. Purified water is... It's a little light, isn't it? I'll find a place where the purified water links up directly. No, it's probably okay. At least here. To get that sulfuric wastewater down. I know it sucks to get rid of such good resources, but I'm just really concerned that we could have all this lost due to too much sulfur. On the basis of we've had that problem so many times before. Okay, so let's get some of that purified water from over here and bring it down to be useful. And I mean, if we bring it here, that's probably pretty good. In fact, let's just upgrade all of this to blue belts. Oh. Have fun. Okay, so that's going to upgrade all of those. Have we actually increased mineral sludge by much? This is the real question. The mineral sludge... I mean, it was at 1.1, is now at 1.2. So, I mean, extra 100,000 mineral sludge a second or so. So, I guess that's good. Wait, it can't be per second. That doesn't sound right at all. That seems too amazing. Oh, per minute. So, an extra 100,000 a minute. Well, I mean, that's like a full train. Extra full train a minute is actually pretty decent. And the mineral sludge does appear to be getting out, so that is good. Purified water is going to remain being the problem, isn't it? You guys look all fine, you guys look fine. You look like you're having problems with not enough slurry. And I'm sure we can find some slurry for you. That's kind of full. If it's under like 50, I'm not too worried about it. Because it means it is actually going somewhere. This one, however, is a concern. In fact, that whole thing is a concern. Okay, so let's grab the slurry from there. In fact, the further back we go, the probably worse it gets too. Okay, so pump. That's right, I really shouldn't be using this like very small access way. Because it is very small. Who was it that was having problems? A few places actually, okay. You know what, let's just get it out of this place. I don't know why we're going to be crossing them over each other, but sure, why not? That slag slurry is full, so we don't have a problem with that one. I think the problem was over here, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Cool. Yep. And again, that's just more minerals being produced. Okay, so you know what? I am done with this for now. Research is at 53%. That is good. Let's see if we can improve research, and then we're going to need to go get some more speed modules. You know what? Let's actually... I was thinking about this. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to go pumps 3. We're going to go to pumps 3. You know, let's even bigger fluid wagons. Probably for the best. And then just resume fast and light travel. Okay, fluid handling is done pretty quickly. It is done. And have we walked past science? No, we're still going. Okay, that was 2 science complete very, very quickly. Nice. Only every science advanced that fast, right? Okay, so with everything we've done, I don't think we've improved copper too much. Looks like this is the main slowdown now. Not too bad, like at least 2 of these are constantly going. And as these are backing up, it means it'll require less production. Yeah, it's probably fine. The main issue is just the amount of copper coming into the system from here. which... that's looking pretty good. Again, with a bit more speed, we could probably get this to be from pretty good to amazingly good. That's probably where we want to be. So let's go grab some 200 speed modules. And let's also see how the Big Blue is going while we're here. Big Blue is north of where I am. Okay, that's fine. We'll do that in a moment. Plenty of red signs. That's always good. Okay. And we did speed up our blue ingots. Oh, blue? Blue ingots? What the heck is a blue ingot? Our silicon ingots. So I imagine... that's right. That's going right now. Silicon ingots are still too slow. I'm a little bit disappointed by that. These are... these could probably be sped up as well. I remember I was going to do some stuff with speeding up sciences, but I haven't really got around to that. Ooh, this is full. That may be problematic in the future. Black chips are actually pretty good. How many ships have we launched recently? We are at 51 ships. Okay, I thought we'd be at a higher number now. I know we had a lot of black chips here, but then again, I suppose we did use 400 of them to make new reactors, so okay. They're coming through very slowly, in fact. What's your problem? These chips. Really? Why are these taking their time? The silicon is taking its time. Well, it shouldn't be. But we can definitely speed up some of these just by going like that. Possibly even productivity modulating them. And of course, your productivity module is something you need to actually make sure it runs at a decent speed again. And make sure the belts run at a decent speed. And that looks like it's helped. Yeah, it looks like it's helped. I am seeing more circuits coming through, and that's only good news. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good there. Fantastic. So let us go back to my filtration farm and see what we can do. Actually, did we get a resupply of filters yet? I feel like the answer is no. Maybe the answer is... where are my reinforced concrete blocks? That is not the answer I expected to be asking. Where are my reinforced concrete blocks, guys? Where is my cement? Where's my lime? Where is my lime? Oh no, I think I know where my lime is. Ran out of room in a box again. Is the lime in my coconut? Ha 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 ha. I wish. The lime is not in my coconut, therefore we have problems. Okay, we can just put the sand in there. We keep the problem simple in my factory. If the lime is not in your coconut, you got a problem. What does the people put in the Corona beer? Is it? That's not a lime, that's a lemon, right? I wonder if Corona suffered like really bad losses because of the virus. Like not because, you know, people are like, oh, we can't go out partying, but because we don't really want to... Or, like, that's the question. Has Corona suffered losses or have they gained more sales because of the virus? They did lose sales? Yeah. Dang, I was kind of hoping that, like, someone would find it ironic and be like, yeah, let's buy it more. Oh. It's a shame. I mean, I don't drink, so I don't really care, but... Okay, so some people did buy it more. Of course they bloody did. I expect people to do things for the memes these days. A train. I really expect memes to drive people. Well, interesting news. It looks like this one's filling up way faster. So, can we... We're gonna need copper cables for this. Oh, man. I don't want to get copper cables. I just want to do a thing that keeps them balanced. Because it looks like these two should be pretty good. And I just remembered I should have got more pumps while I was out. Like getting the new pumps. But we didn't. Okay, so... We didn't get the new filters either. We didn't really get much, did we? We tried everything and we improved nothing! Okay, speed modules. Speed modules. Just make it all fast. Like, I don't care. The hell with the consequences. The consequences might be that we don't actually have enough filters. The good news is we can get more filters with the spider. Actually, no, we don't even need the spiders. I have the filters on hand because I figured this was coming. And that one just looked sad for a second because of, well, purified water. Honestly, I don't know what I expected. Where can we put more purified water through? I mean, this idea did seem to work pretty well, so maybe I'll just do another one of those. A little bit higher up so it doesn't interfere with that pipe. Looks like there's no worms too close to here, so we shouldn't have too much of a problem there. Alright, and we need to power it, of course, but powering it is the easiest part. Oh! Alien artifacts, nice. Okay, that should put us near the point where we needed the water, which was here-ish. Hopefully the water comes into there as well, but I don't know if it does. It should be all connected. Vaguely. Okay. There we go. That should help. And we'll put a pump right there. Because more pumps are always good. Now while these are running out of water, it doesn't seem to be too big a deal, because it doesn't seem to be. Yeah, okay, we need to do the combiners. I want to try something new. So... first, okay, so I'm going to do some science now, and by science I mean it's basic conditional formatting. Conditional formatting, what the hell am I talking about? Basic conditions is what I'm saying. If this, then that. Okay, so I don't usually do this, so bear with me, we're all going to be learning something today. If you already know about the basic programming, what we're going to be learning today is just how does Seif not know how to do basic circuitry? And, you know, we'll all learn a little something about science today. By science, I mean, like, Seif can't do it. Okay, so. Do we have wires? We got some wires. I'm not going to say what that lake looks like. Lake looks like a mistake. That's what it looks like. Okay. The goal. What we're going to do is we're going to go combiner, if I can find them. The combiner here, and combiner here, and then combiner here. So, this one is going to say, look into here, and then it's going to output to there. This one's going to do the same thing. Okay. No, this will do. This will work well. Okay, so. I like how I'm just reassuring people. No, it's going to be fine. Mineral sludge. Oh, really? No. I don't really want to condition at all. I just want... oh, then I do anything. Anything. Output. Input of 0. So that should be... well, I'm already in trouble. Damn. I've already stuffed up. Or do I need a constant combiner? No, I don't think that's right. So I want it to read here, and then I want to output that number. Oh, wait, so what if I go mineral sludge greater than 0? Output 1. Well, that's not helpful. Obviously, it's greater than 0. Copy the count of specified output signal from the input signals. Does it need to be mineral sludge? Is that the problem? Yes, it does. Okay, so let's try some different combiners then. Maybe this is what I need? I feel like the answer is it's not. Let's try it anyway. feel like that's bad. So it recognizes that, but it can't output it as a different signal. Am I right? I can read that signal. I want it to output green. Can it output green, please? No. Specified output signal from the input signals. Okay. Okay, new plan. Just... Okay, new plan. We're gonna go much dumber than it was before. Which is... Like, I tried to get too smart there and it's not happening. Go like that. If that is greater than 50,000, just go. Just fill it up. It keeps that one empty, but this one fills faster anyway. And to be fair, but while I'm doing this, it doesn't really matter. The trains are filling up pretty quickly. So what we need now is more trains. More trains, yes. Now, good news is we've got enough... Oh, actually, do we be bold and try one of these... Yeah, okay, so I've given up on that. Surrendered is the wrong word, but I gave up. But there is no shame in giving up, like I always say. I say that just so I don't feel shame constantly in my life. That joke was for me. Anyway. So, what we could do, we could go with a new fluid wagon. And that could be a bad idea, but also, I don't care. Like, a bigger fluid wagon. Oh no, the bells. Oh no, the shame bells. I didn't expect that today. That was an interesting scene. Look. M15 we probably don't need. Oh wait, do you want a storage tank 3 as well? Oh gosh, so greedy. Are they? How so? Yeah, I don't know what's happening. That is actually a valid point. They are broken there. I'm not too worried. It's mostly because of the Venga bus. I want it to be able to come and go from either direction. And it kind of broke it. But it seems like it works. More or less. And I'll call that a win. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. And honestly, I was like, I can't be bothered figuring out what's wrong with them. So I didn't. Okay, so that should give me some fluid wagons. I'd like to take 2 of them. Okay, good. Right, I probably don't need these ceramic filters anymore either. I like how I just ditch them, but I don't actually wait for them to take them. I'm just like, and I'm out. I don't care anymore. So the reason why I had it go 50,000 before, that rather than, and then after this I need to fix silicon because I still haven't done that. And I do need to get silicon up for my circuits. Oh, I should have done the pumps while I was at it. pumps are slow. That's fine. I can come back. I'll come back. And... oh, that's only one train. I forgot. That's fine. Just run into that train. I don't give a shit. The good news is these are pretty full still. So I wanted to get pump 3s. Are they pump 4s? I don't know. We need brass and titanium. Careful without trying to outrun trains. It doesn't ever go well. Oh, but it went well that time. I guess sometimes it does go well. Sometimes dreams can come true, and you too can outrun a train. Hit my microphone there, I got too excited. And then after we get the pump sorted, then we can do other things in life. So, we're just going to build a bunch of stuff. So we're going to build pump 1s. How do I not automate these by now? Who knows? Bronze and aluminium. Okay. Bronze pipes are these. That's brass pipes. I don't know why I haven't automated this. Bronze and aluminium. I'm always doing this. Brass and titanium. Okay, well this is brass. Yes. And titanium, but it's just titanium plating, isn't it? Titanium plating. Titanium plating. Over there. Wow, it's really not much though. Oh, because it's all in there. Cool. So we just want 52 of them, and then we just want to ditch the stuff we didn't use. Okay, first we're going to build the pump 3s, and then we're going to go check out silicon. I'm pretty sure we need to fix that. Probably should have grabbed another couple of fluid wagons as well, because I anticipate that being required very soon. I love the fact that I could take a train to get somewhere, but it's just faster to run it. That train's going faster than I am. I try to outrun every train. My father always taught me. Okay. So these now will output at 9,600, meaning these trains will fill up about a third faster. As the trains fill up faster, that just means we get to send them on their journey faster. It does also mean more mineral sludge would be required, but hopefully that's not a problem. Okay, so let's check blue science real quick. How's that going? Still got problems. And that's the 50k one, so this is going to be a lot more consumed than normal, but that's okay. It takes a little bit longer. I could always set up another one of these on this side. I don't know if that's required. The important thing is that the sludge is leaving the facility at a fairly high rate. However, the problem is we still have insufficient water. That's alright, that's why we built this facility. Here it is. Literally what this facility exists for, to deal with the immediate water crises. Important there to use the word like as a plural of crisis, because it happens a lot. In fact, these are starting to... See, this is why I'm wondering whether I should set up another one of these. I just don't know if I'd be able to activate it as well. But just when the destinations are... Well, okay. Two options. One, if the destinations are full, you either build more stations or build more input stations or build more output stations. I don't know if either is particularly the right answer, but I mean this is hungry. It's hungry for mineral sludge. And it shouldn't be hungry for mineral sludge. And remember the basic rule, if something hungry and should not be hungry, feed it. We're feeding it. Now we can copy one of these stations. Now we've got one of these stations near here. Yep, that's fine. Now is that going the right way? That's probably the next question. I don't know which way this train's going. That's going up. Good. We probably need more of those too. We're still building all my pumps, are we? Trying to build all the pumps by hand. Shouldn't even be doing that anymore. And that should be like that. That. Chain signals coming in like that. And like that. Because this goes to... It goes really to nowhere, but at least prepare for it needing to go somewhere one day. We don't have a train stop. Okay, well, let's just stop building pumps for a moment. Well, you don't hand build things, I tell you. Okay, and it's got a train limit on it already, which is nice. Okay, and... there. And this one can go... You know what, this one can just go straight on. Right into there. And here comes the first shipment. Oh, it starts with the 50k train too. Nice. Now I know we could dump it way faster, but I'm actually totally fine with it just being a bit slower. So that should produce a lot more copper for us now. So long as there's a train on there, but... Okay. So, the next plan that I have is we're going to make a couple more trains. Couple more trains? Yeah, okay, here's the plan. We're going to build a couple more tanks. I am regretting doing this with pumps. It's constantly a problem. Why don't I automate them? Geez, it would only take you a few seconds. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Okay, so. The plan here is we're going to take trains. We're going to take some fluid wagon 3s. Probably one more, actually. Right, we took 3 more. Then we want... I was going to say some pumps, but let's be honest. The pumps have had their day. And then... Yes, we have trains, we have things that should do the job. Yes, should be well. And we've got some wiring still left over. We don't, but we can make some. We can make some wiring. Probably don't need that much of it. What we're going to do is enable a train limit of 1 on this one. Because this one's going to be a slower one, but the idea is if it can go there, it will. Welcome to the slow lane. You have made a mistake. Pumps should almost be done. Connect the two together, that's not a problem. And it's just awkwardly sitting there like, guys, there's no sludge coming in. It's like, I know! Sucks, doesn't it? Okay. But then what I want to do is have... Nope, yes. I'm going to put these trains over here. Cool. We're going to need some fuel for them, of course. But not too much. That was probably too much fuel, but whatever. Then we of course want to have them with fluid wagons. And then off you go, buddy. Off you go as well. No path. I put you on the wrong side, haven't I? Okay. Is it possible to do this manually? Yes it is, but it's a pain. This is going to be dangerous. No, it is not possible to do this manually. I've absolutely royally screwed this up. Number 1 rule of Train Club, make sure you put your trains in the right place. Number 2 rule of Train Club, make sure you put your trains in the right place. Number 3 rule, if it's your first time in Train Club, you must look at a train. Okay, so this train is slowly being filled up. How delightful. This is really not great. But maybe the point is now I can just sort of have a place to put more mineral sludge in a different place. So maybe that's okay. Maybe that's the whole point. Maybe that's the moral of the story. These are going a little too slowly. So we will speed them up a bit. And slag is coming in, albeit a little slowly as well. I wonder if some electrodes would probably be useful here as well. Thankfully, the spiders are not too far. Spiders, can you just stop there, please? Thank you. Okay, so let's see. Could be improved. See what another stack of electrodes does for it. That could probably get another stack of electrodes there as well. Although probably what it would also help it is just being faster. I'm pretty sure I don't have the electrodes for that. I mean the belts for that. Okay, but everything should be running a little bit more effectively now. I mean, that's maxed out on copper, so that's what we wanted to see. It means blue science, in theory, should not be slow in any way. Yeah, blue science is actually kinda backing up a little bit. Copper is backing... Okay, so we can make more blue science, so let's get onto that. We probably have to come back to the filters later, though. What's your problem? Oh, you run out of filters to work with. Interesting. Not really a bad thing, though. Saline. Too much saline. Okay. Well, let's get rid of... You know what? Let's just speed up that. Probably easier. Wow, that's actually all kind of slow because of the saline. Not really a place to put it either. That train takes a while to fill up, but it does get there. And with the extra trains, we are using more mineral sludge, but that, to be fair, that's okay. So we've kind of got one train out of the rotation while we're doing this. That's alright. Because it's just a backup train. And honestly, I can't see any harm putting more electrodes in there. But I think it'll also be good to just grab that spider and just... Thank you. I was about to say, shouldn't you have like a bunch of blue belts? But then I realized you probably haven't been home for a while, so never mind. A few of these are just really lacking in electrodes, which is kind of a concern. They're lacking in electrodes? Yeah. We're just lacking a lot of electrodes all over the place, which is concerning because we should have been producing more. Alright. Okay. These trains are doing their best, but these trains aren't as good as my main top one. But they're just doing some more train work, you know? Chrome, looking good. I imagine right now everything's looking pretty okay. That's the highest praise in this factory. Everything's pretty okay. Chrome is... I mean, sorry, not chrome. Cobalt is not pretty okay. But we did get some stuff. And I imagine this is probably... Well, I imagine it correctly there. Okay. Okay, so let's speed up blue science and just really ruin things a little bit more, shall we? Should be an easy break. Actually, sorry, before I run off and do that, how are my protection chips going? Yeah, we do need to improve silicon. How long have I been saying that for? A while. Ah! Steam! So much steam. Okay, so these are going faster. Which is good. They are going too slowly though, still. Oh, no, that's probably fine. So the problem here is copper, but the thing is we make lots of copper, so it shouldn't be a problem. Problem stems... rather than how much copper we're making, which actually in some ways it still doesn't look like enough, does it? Can we speed this up in any way? Probably. Okay. Because ideally, we want to really be putting through more copper. And this should be producing a lot of copper. But I can't help but notice it's not producing enough. And it just stops. Interesting. Probably needs to be stack inserters. And probably could afford to be a little bit faster too. And while this is great, we could probably afford to maybe even bring a train line in here somewhere. Oh god, I have no idea where to put that, but okay, could do that. Not that it's not getting enough copper, it's just that it's sort of... Well, no, that's not getting enough copper, that's really as simple as it gets. More copper production. Yeah, do we need to get a train line in here? What if we had a pump that said this one goes if this is over 50, under 50, and this over 50, and this one goes if it's under 50. So we do double pumps. Would that work? I mean, I can't see how it would hurt. These are going as fast as they can, but it's still not fast enough. So could we perhaps, you know, make it faster? Could do. Of course, that will consume more copper, because of course it will. Probably upgrade these as well. There'd be like other things as well. These. That's right. But really it's copper that's slowing everything down, so maybe I don't need to worry too much about that. What I do need to do though is if I say split a belt from here, and then brought this into here. We've done something very similar before. And... Oh dear. Oh dear, stop, please. No. Bad. Okay. That means this consumes a lot more copper from this line. Probably upgrade that as well. We probably had some slowdown here, but that should be resolved now in a way. Okay, so it does seem like it's creating more of those. These are slow. Oh, really? What, are we running out of fuel oil or naphtha? Naphtha. Interesting. Okay, hmm. Well, I think it is time that we stop dicking about and actually get silicon improved. I know. I'm surprised too that I'm remembering. Oh, it's Destroy a Lake! Cute. Okay. So all this extra resources that we've pumped into the base should have helped. Hey. Hmm? Thank you. Okay, so more silicon's coming in, that's great, but it still just needs to be faster. We shouldn't have mineral problems. And we don't, so that's cool. What probably would help is if we just did this. Looks like that stone could be a problem. Hadn't thought about that for a while. So what we could do... I know it's not usually the desired outcome, but I think this might be what we have to do here. And we're going to need a clarifier as well. I think we need 2 clarifiers for this. One on that side, one on that side, that'll do the job. We do need actual water, which we can just take from that little pond over there. And wow. Yeah, let's just chuck everything in a row, it'll do the job. And we will put a 1 bread circuit, or 1 bread wire, right here, and it'll read, hold... What? Slag slurry? Okay, not what we need to worry about this time though. Greater than 22,000 on that one belt. If that happens, we got other problems. Let's go greater than 3, actually. I don't want it slowed down for anything. And with that, be a lot more silicon coming out once it catches up. Alright. More silicon just thinking about it. And that probably needs to not be a fast filter inserter, that needs to be... Oh gosh, do we do fast filter stack inserters? We don't yet. Okay, that's probably an interesting question. Filter. We do express stack filter inserters. Is actually what we want. Neat. Let's go grab some of those. And this should fix up a lot of the silicon issues we have. Now, I don't think we're actually requesting many of these because I think this was required for like a weird science thing that I was doing a while ago. Yeah, well, I was only wanting 5. Let's go for 50 now. How are my trains going? They are emptying rather rapidly. Like, sure, we're getting a lot more stuff in. Like, now it's actually kind of working as intended. When this gets to 50, it starts filling it up. Which is fine now, because that's actually what I kind of anticipated to continue happening. But it's not what happened for a while. But we got there. Okay, back to silicon. Let's get that shit going. Is that steel or is that silicon itself? I think that's silicon. Or is that steel? Ooh, hello train. We may have a problem here. Don't know if I care though. How's zinc going? Is zinc still going? And yeah, it is. This one doesn't look like it has any of the same problems. Okay, silicon. It's up and to the right. Left. One day I'll learn my lefts from rights, but not today. Okay, so that should be making more of this stuff. That should be going crazy. Everything's going pretty well, actually. I'm seeing a lot more silicon output. That should mean this train, does it fill up faster than the time waited? Not really. Okay, I've got a bit of a train jam right now, that's never great. Probably be improved by like another signal. See what's holding it up though. There's no signaling here or here. In fact, that signal shouldn't even be there, it should be here. So with that slight jam, we probably had a chance to replenish all my sludge, which is both good and concerning. And then we're going to... a couple of chain signals in here. So that way, hopefully, 2 trains can be on it at the same time if they're going different ways. Potentially. Okay. So we've improved some degree of silicon, but I'd like to do a little bit more. We may very well have to go back to doing mineral sludge as well, which would be a shame, but gotta do it, you know? Yeah, it seems to be going alright. The race is on between time and silicon ingots. Hopefully, goodness wins and not evil, but we'll see. Oh, yeah. See, 5 minutes is too long. I do not need that train sitting there waiting for ingots for 5 minutes. But as this proceeds... Oh, why is it an ore crusher too? Should be a 3. Likewise, these are slow. Could use some speed modules. Just speed module everything. Hack the planet, as they say. Oh, it actually, right, it's silicon ore. Look, it's going to get to 8,000 before it... Gonna get to 8,000 before 5 minutes, so that's something, I suppose. Only just, though. And nothing actually needs it right now. I got so excited that I didn't even consider if anything needs silicon ingots right now. Which means this is probably going okay? No, it's not. No, not. No, it's going rather badly, actually. Could not imagine how bad it's going right now. For a moment there, I was filled with optimism, and then how badly that crashed down. Why is that not working? You should be making lots of silicon. Got no carbon. How do you have no carbon? What is wrong with you? How do you have no carbon? Okay. Okay, right. This is a disaster. Not the biggest disaster, but it's certainly frustrating. Not even connected to anything. The heck is this? I mean, it gets a bit better, obviously, but... Still, we've had this going for how long, and it's probably produced... Yeah, it's produced next to nothing. Ooh, okay. That train almost got me like 2 or 3 times there. That was exciting. So these are running slow. I wish I had some way to improve them. I'm going to just speed module them. That's how I solve every problem in my life these days. Just chuck speed modules in them. Microwave's going too slow, chuck speed modules in them. Excel not opening fast enough, chuck speed modules in it. You know, just chuck speed modules in everything, and that'll solve all your problems. Yeah, they wouldn't tell you that, but it is true. Solder apparently is an issue again. Why? Why would you do this to me, solder? Shouldn't be an issue. And yet it is. Okay. So if I check here, we should have, yeah, 2,500 of these things. Ships should be launched quickly, but speed modules are slow. And I imagine that's because of the carbon problem. In fact, I know it's because of the carbon problem. Because that means we're not doing grinding stone to... okay. We didn't actually pick up any speed modules, we just sort of went down there, sort of ambled around for a bit, and then... Train! My wife is saying hello darkness, my old friend. That sound of silence. Well, it's time for the walk of shame. Look at that animation. So goofy. Look how many guns he's got on his backpack. Like, what are you going to do with those, buddy? Oh, you have artillery. Okay. He walks like a man who's really got to go to the bathroom. I mean, actually, if you think about it, he did just get hit by a train, so he did just kind of, you know, shit himself. Yeah, as one is expecting when you get hit by a train. Not too unusual, I suppose. Yeah, there's my dead body. Always awkward going to look at your corpse. Okay. And tradition, iron chest. And put the pistol in it. Okay, that's fine. Speed modules, let's go back. What we were doing. Also, why do we not have many of these? Copper. Really? What? Are we making a ton of copper? What we've been doing for ages? Repairing copper? We are gonna have to just go back to the facility and just get more sludge, aren't we? It is a known problem. Chrome. Not chrome. Cobalt. There's not much of that. Despite all this extra sludge we're going and getting these trains out of the way real fast and all this, there's still just so much more resources required. Like, we'll never have enough resources, let's be honest. The nihilism is getting in now. Okay, so that should allow more charcoal production. Admittedly, it does consume a little bit of it, but not probably in a worrying amount. We did also speed them up with beacons as well. I don't think that really helped too much. Alright, so we've got this charcoal all the way up here. It sort of comes down here. Not super thick though, is it? Like, it'd be nicer if there was more in it. Which I suppose we could just beacon it and that'll improve its production. But... okay. Here's a question. The problem is we're not making much carbon, right? We've got a charcoal train that sort of delivers stuff when it feels like it. We could just beacon these up. Actually, that might be a better idea. Beacon these up, make these faster. Yeah, okay. I like that idea more, actually. We just need to produce more charcoal, which is so funny, because that's like a thing that you do at the very start of the game, and it's like, yep, never really stops being a problem, does it? Oh, thank you. Apparently not enough carbon dioxide's coming through? That's a concern? Okay. We will make more carbon dioxide then. I legitimately didn't... So we may not have had all this producing quite full efficiency. Yeah, well that's gonna change. It's going to slow down a little bit of stuff for a moment, but then it'll all get a lot faster, one would hope. And although for some reason the ones at the end were doing just fine. Suspicious. Thanks. Doritos. Not sponsored. But not because I don't want to be sponsored. I would totally be sponsored by Doritos. Mountain Dew not so much, but Doritos hell yes. Think about it, this Factorio stream was brought to you by Doritos. I mean, hell yeah, who wouldn't want to say that legit? I'm like 2 inches away from selling out, aren't I? It's important to know where your limits are, though. Okay, things are being built. Fast and Light's at 64%. We're so close to a very nice number. And that's right. I think I literally ran through the train carriages there and didn't die. Which is exciting. Now, we're having problems with fuel oil. Or naphtha, sorry. Because we're not getting enough hydrogen gas. Really, we should have tons of hydrogen gas available to us. Yeah, hydrogen gas should not be a problem. Okay, well, let's go get hydrogen gas then, I suppose. So, oh, God, things all over my desk. It's not going well. And then we're going to put those electrodes in place, or else everything will go wrong. And we go what? Up? Up. Yes. Up is a good direction. But not right there. Not there. There. And that is looking pretty good. If we could just get a little bit more distance on that. And then let's just use a pump. Bring that delicious hydrogen in. Now what I'm worried about is this actually going to be producing enough hydrogen? But now it's producing about 1,000 hydrogen a second, which is actually enough. Which is nice. Yeah. So that should be making enough synthesis gas, and that should be making more naphtha, and that should be making more flash fuel, and that should be making more science. 65%. So close. Yeah, look, we're seeing naphtha building up. That's great. Love to see that. I mean, already you can see, you know, the amounts being from like a couple clustered together to being like, there's all the naphtha. You know, so now you can download your songs. Illegally, unfortunately, but at least you can download your songs. That is an old joke. I don't know if anyone of you made that joke about naphtha before. I don't know when naphtha was created, probably billions of years ago in like the 40s, but you know, make your jokes where you can. That should almost work. Just create more naphtha, it's fine. And with that, you should actually see how this is going now. And I imagine everything should be backing up. Certainly hope so. Like there's 2 there, see, 2 there sitting there for a long time, now 6 that's sitting there for a long time. They're building up. That's good, that's what we want to see. Because now we can make them even faster. So we are making about 852 per minute. Assuming that it can handle this sort of level of production. Which, it looks like it can. Which is pretty neat. So if it can handle that production, I mean the only answer is to go faster. So now it's doing 1,000 per minute. I do not believe we need to go faster than that. I do not believe we can go faster than that. Not reliably anyway. I think we're going to start running into aluminium problems. In fact, yeah, running into aluminium problems. We could possibly make that okay. Or at least improve it somewhat by Okay. While I liked this plan, I'm going to change it. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, well, we're going to have to fix that in a moment. Okay. Now, that was a good plan back in the days. But what we're going to do is we're going to not do that. That was the mistake. What we actually want to do is split from here. This is good. You'll see why in a moment. We're going to do that, and we're going to do that. So then we can get rid of these. Copy that. Okay. Then we're going to get rid of the copper on the side. There we go. You see what's going on here? If you don't, that's okay. Look, honestly, that's probably fine. And then we're going to do some stack insertery bullshit. This. Now it can bring in the aluminium and the copper from over here. And then rather it bring in one line of aluminium, it doesn't need to anymore. Yeah, that's looking... Okay, aside from the copper just sitting in the middle of this is looking pretty good. I'm glad I saw that when I did. Because who knows how long that would have gone for. Okay. Now, more or less looks like it's going okay. I almost wonder if these could be a bit faster. And I almost wonder if that's even possible. Copper is already... No, copper could indeed go faster. Not only could it go faster, it should go faster. There's no excuse for copper not going faster. And sure enough, it seems to be backing up. That's good. That's coming in and filling that up. Yeah. And this copper should be making things. Yes, okay, this is good. This is where we want to be, more or less. And with that, these are producing more. So while the back one, I mean, at the very least, we are definitely producing 500 per minute. And I mean, that's pretty damn good, actually. But could we go faster? Dangerous question. The answer is, I reckon, yeah. I reckon, yeah, we could go faster. But I wonder if the problem we're going to run into is lack of cobalt still. Because sure, these are producing a lot more, but... What if... Put that there, but we also did something like this. I don't know if this is actually going to help, but we're going to try. The idea is I want these to be producing as well. It does look like that's helped. The idea is these are actually now putting out their output. Yeah. And so we should be seeing more copper coming through. Right? I don't know. I don't think we are. So what we're going to do is this is going to go like that. This one is going to go, so that was going that way over here, but it's also going to go down. I see no reason why this belt should not be completely saturated at all times. And likewise, this can go like that. And this can go like... Nope, that's not working great. Like that. And... You know, yes, I think that's better. Yes, it does look like to be somewhat better. Good. So 3,500 in a span of 5 minutes, that's... yeah. Significant improvements. The iron appears to be slow, and that cannot be a good thing. So we can try and improve it like we do with everything else, but only so much you can improve with just slapping some modules in. He says as if this is not his primary way of fixing all his problems. I know who I am. I know who I am and the mistakes I've made in the past, or like the very recently. Okay, so do productivity modules. And then we probably need to see if carbon has sort of fixed itself. I hope it has. I don't want to live in a world where carbon hasn't fixed itself. Or like fixed itself. No, I did actual work on that. Is whether the work has done anything is the real question. Well, it's crafting speed 2 and now it's 1.5 with extra productivity, so hopefully that assists here. And sure enough, we're running out of other stuff. Of course we are. Why wouldn't we be? Hopper. Well, then the problem there is almost the same problem we've dealt with before, isn't it? That we just need to put a splitter here. I mean, I know this doesn't really fix the problem, but it does well enough. I don't trust it. But they're kind of sideways. But that's okay. And just again, a lot more copper is being used. That's what resources are for, right? Resources are made to be consumed. Consumed they shall be. So we just unloaded what? Quite a few blues. And a lot of them are in the facility right now, so that's good. That's what we wanted. And already there's another 1,000 in there, and well, it's actually beating the 5-minute thing, which is impressive. I don't know if it'll continue doing that, but it's not the point. The point is that it did it even for a little bit. Yeah, production's going alright. Wondering whether it'd be worth it to speed mod release, but honestly, maybe even just some beacons would help. Just a beacon on each side. I mean, I can't productivity module them. No, I can't. Still checked. Okay. So, has the charcoal, the carbon started to reach? Yeah. I like how I say here, like I know where I'm actually supposed to be looking. I don't even remember what these things are. Yeah. Yeah, kinda. I guess they're all almost running. That's not good enough though. Okay. New plan. We can probably put a train in here somewhere and drop charcoal off to make the carbon. Why don't we just make the carbon there? That'll work too, right? I've lost the thing again. I keep losing it. I would say I never had it. Aha! Okay, so the carbon is coming in through here. That is filling that up. It looks like it's mostly under control, but we could use more carbon. For that we could use more charcoal as well, I suppose. And for that, I don't think we've got another answer that works. We just need more. I think the problem is these ones are actually designed to work through faster pacing, because these are like old steel furnaces. So maybe, have we got electric furnaces? Maybe we could add some improvements with those. 67%, 2/3 of the way there through D. You always want to be 2/3 of the way through a D. What? I don't know. So electric furnaces. Actually, don't I carry around electric furnaces? I know I used to. Guess not. Oh wait, actually, I do. Well, hell yeah! Why don't we just? Problem is these are bigger, but of course we can. They're the same speed as well, if I remember rightly. They are. Okay, that's fine. Nope, those are literally the ones we didn't want. So technically their speed before was 2 times 3, so 6. So if we chuck these in there, their speed will be 2.8. That's almost the same. Almost. Okay. A little bit messier, I know, but it'll do the job. Okay, well, it's going to be better. Because also, while that is a slight improvement for now, then we beacon it And we just go one more out. And we can put a beacon right there too. So now they're going at 3.6, which is an improvement of 1.1. Okay, now they're going 4.6 because I got greedy. So they should be able to get through their wood a lot faster. And with that, we need to also get rid of these ones. Okay, great. Usually I leave these sorts of broken things apart alone, but when they're actually required, I don't think you can afford to. Okay, so... I don't think anyone's really going to disagree with me on this, and if they do, I honestly don't really care. That's the way I live my life. And there's a pipe here. I literally don't know what this pipe is for, but I'm not going to break it just in case I need it for something. I mean, I'm not going to figure out later that, oh shit, I needed that more than anything else. That'd be the worst thing to realize. Okay, now, they're still slower. Chuck these in there. But better. Chuck this in there. And now they're working at 4.2 each. So they are double what the other ones were making. Which is good. Can't really find a space for this, yes I can. Gotta be creative. At the green, you have to be creative again. Okay, so that should mean a lot more charcoal and a lot more carbon. Yeah. In fact, already this one's fighting, so I'm not okay with that. Okay. I wonder if this is running into the same problems. Kind of, yeah. That'll give us a pretty saturated belt of charcoal, at least till the point where it immediately splits. Point is, more charcoal is being sent through the system, be turned into, hopefully, carbon. They should be allowing more carbon to come through. These are a little bit slow. Never mind. And then we can also probably just speed this up a bit. Okay. That should allow more grinding. Oh! Faster than light theory D is at 69%. Nice. So we've actually gained quite a lot of faster than light, like, not experience, what's the word? Progress. Faster than light has been progressing well today. So that's okay. And once we get more grinders... Yeah, I said that. You know, once we go to grinder more, is what is a sentence that you can totally say if you wanted to. We should... Yeah, okay, so they're all going now. Good. That's good. I feel like we still are lacking. You know what? I feel like if we're lacking, and we know we are, we know we've got lots of black belts, not black belts, black processing modules now, so we can probably even afford to do this. And maybe even another one somewhere. I mean, heck, there's nothing saying we can't do... Ooh, this is a cheeky one. Go like... that. Ooh, cheeky. I love it. And that should produce more of these silicon carbides. Because we just need so many more grinding wheels. So many different things. Mostly for grinding, obvs. If we can get them through a little bit faster, then that's only a good thing. And it looks like they're all going a little bit faster, and that is wonderful news. Because if they're going faster, then we should... Than was the wrong word. Should be improving. Yeah, see, this is backing up now, which is great. And also, we just need to get more of these, the gems is why we needed to back up. But also, with more grinding wheels, it should allow more of these. I love how blue is always the last one because it just doesn't get taken as well. These ones are actually going, so mostly blues. Whenever something other than blue gets into the mix, it's immediately snapped up. Okay. As we're seeing more of these wheels come through, can we improve them further? I mean, that's almost a full belt. Full belt of wheels. What you like to see. I mean, it's still being split a little bit, but at some point we won't need alien artifacts. That's not true, we'll always need alien artifacts. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with the number of wheels, but can we speed it up a little bit more? The answer to that is probably yeah. Oh, now the problem is we're actually running out of silicon to do it. Interesting. Not because we're running out of silicon rather, but more because we're running out of the drive. So, the drive? What the heck am I talking about? Speed that up a little bit more. We do we even dare to do a couple of those? I don't think so. We won't dare to do that. It's too dangerous. Actually, be better do productivities. Now I know that's bad at first, but we're gonna fix that up in a moment. I don't mind that this is taking my 3s because, I mean, these are making the 3s as well. I'd really prefer not to have any chance of running out of silicon. If we can help it, which we can. Okay. That should have sped that process up a bit. Or speed up a little bit more, in fact. Oh. And sure enough, more wheels. Another one on there? Ooh, spicy. As I said, it's absolutely fine to be using this because this is all for the benefit of actually making or processing modules in the first place. I'm really trying to convince myself this is okay. But it is. Because I've convinced myself. Now, if I've convinced myself, I should convince you as well. That's the logic I'm going to run with today. We have run out of those cool ones. Got a little bit eager on them. I suspect that that might have happened. So we will just have to use a regular smaller beacon for now. But we can still put the big one in it just to make it go fast. And hopefully that means at some point the split line becomes more saturated. I anticipate that probably happening. This should be backing up, I would hope. Got a long way to go, but it is backing up. We may need more crystal seeding. That is not an issue I thought we'd be coming across. Yeah, this is backing up pretty quickly, and when that backs up, then things about to go crazy, go nuts. That's the plan. Backing up Palace? Oh hell yeah. Exactly the way it's gotta be. Now I've actually, oh wait. Oh, that's the overflow. So now I'm seeing a lot more crystals coming across. That is good. That is only a good thing. I'm a little worried about this box. One day that might be a problem. Hopefully not today. This should also be making a lot more blue science very soon. Not blue science, rather. Speed modules. I may need to have another box very soon of overflow. Because that's going to be a problem very... What, you just decided now was the time to launch? God. The drones are so lazy these days. Like, I know I used to joke about it, but nowadays they are actually pretty lazy. Okay. Ooh, aluminium could be a aluminium should not be a problem. I mean, unless it's shut down. Oh, yeah, crystal seeding is becoming more and more a problem, I think. Okay. Well, I think that is a thing to deal with next session, because we are done with our 3-hour session today. Thank you everyone for watching today. I appreciate it. If this is your first time here and you haven't given a follow, please consider. I would appreciate it, and it's the best way to find out when I'm next streaming this absolute cavalcade of bullshit. If you are interested in watching old episodes, you can find them at youtube.com/SeiferKatt. You can have them on at work in the background, just so you can listen to the sultry tones of my voice. Sometimes I like to watch my own episodes because that's the sort of person I am. Did I just say I like the sound of my own voice? Yes, I did. They're quite far behind, but you'll get to see how it all started and how all the mess began. And basically, you can find out why this is such a disaster. So that's kind of fun. You know, I enjoy watching the disaster unfold as well. Other things you can do. You can also subscribe to me if you feel so inclined, and your contribution would be greatly appreciated. Of course, do not feel like you have to. I'm going to keep doing Factorio regardless. But, you know, if you feel like it's worth your money, then I would appreciate it. What else? There is also a Discord channel if you're so inclined to join. There is really no one there at the moment except for me. But, you know, if you want to get a hold of me, it's probably the best way to do it. And also later on when I'm asking questions about how I want the channel to proceed, that is where I will be asking those questions. So if you're interested in contributing to the future of the channel, that's a way to do it. And with that, I am done for today. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully catch you next time. Take care, everyone.